What's up, comic fans, and it's time for that new comic book day haul plus review. So we'll go through the books I picked up this week, and I'll talk a little bit about them, just a little bit, and I'll try to keep it spoiler free right after this.
Spartans, what is your profession?
Welcome back. And don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let's get into the books. First off, we had free comic book day on Saturday, right? So that passed, and yeah, we got some books, right? We picked up some books on that day. So I just wanted to go through one last time. I'm sure you guys have seen a ton of videos where people showed off the books they picked up. These are just a few of the choice books from DC. We got the Dark Crisis Special Edition. Right, that was free. And I always feel like DC's a little bit behind in the game on Free Comic Book Day. This year they seem to put a few books out there. Then we have Free Comic Book Day Clementine, issue 1. And this one's a thick one. This one's a hefty boy. So that might be worth a look, because it also has a first look at Everyday Hero Machine Boy and the Sea Serpent Hairs. So there you go. So that's a good free comic. There's a lot of material on that one. That one's beefy. We got Marvel Voices #1. That was another free comic book day book. Then you got Avengers X-Men Eternals Judgment Day X. Alright. So that's a good one. And then this seems to come out every year, some version of it. You got the Spider-Man Venom comic. So those were some good books. Alright, let's start off with the indies. First off, we're gonna go with Spawn number 329. Alright, you got Spawn, you got Redeemer. There's a ton of characters in this one. And basically, this is just you're getting an intro into another character in here that looks like he's going to join Spawn's side. I don't want to get too far into it. Very Redeemer-like in terms of character. If you haven't been reading this, it's an interesting read. It's good. It's gotten better, right? The not always primetime writing on Spawn. The art is always pretty good, but I think this one really hits it good. Yeah, when I say jump on 329, probably not. You probably won't know where you're going with this one. Maybe jump on 325 or something like that. But Spawn, it's a $2.99 book. Definitely worth the pickup. And again, this is Spawn 329, and it's one of the few comics that is still $2.99. All right. Next up, let's see this one. Next up, we got Nocterra, which is still doing it. Scott Snyder's killing it. And Tony Daniel killing the art too. He's doing an excellent job. You know, you got Blacktop Bill, still one of the craziest characters out there. Really good book. The Sundogs are, looking for that light. This is a world that's fell into darkness. They're looking for that light to light up the world, to save them from what's happening, which is basically an alien invasion. And this is a really good book. Definitely worth a pickup. Scott Snyder at his best. I recommend getting the trades. I don't want to ruin it too much, but again, it's a world that's fallen into darkness that needs a lot of light, a lot of illumination. Like I said, this guy Blacktop Bill, pretty bad, but and the other characters are really good too in this one. So Nocterra, number 10, definitely worth a read. All right, next up. From Image, we got 8 Billion Genies by Charles Soule. I have my own beef with Soule, but slowly but surely I'm letting it go. And we have Ryan Brown. Alright, but basically 8 billion of the people of the world, 8 billion genies show up, giving each person one wish. And it's pretty good. We seem to have our core crew, which are kind of these characters in the background. And they're going to play, I believe, a major part of this book, all due to one wish being made inside a bar. That's right, we got a 14-year-old kid in the bar. But you know what, these guys, it seems like this book is going to revolve around them. A lot of craziness and hilarity ensues after these wishes are granted. Definitely a book worth reading at least the first arc to see where it goes, okay? But yeah, it was good. Alright, next up we got from Boom Studios by Stephanie Phillips and Flaviano, we have Grimm and Rico Renzi. He also helped out here, okay? Yeah, this just... so this was a lot of exposition. That's what... It was a good book. I enjoyed the art, enjoyed the writing. Just a lot of exposition, which happens in issue 1, right? A lot of talk, a lot of setting up stuff. Same thing happened in 8 Billion Genies, number 1, okay? A lot of talk, a lot of setting stuff up. Exposition, a lot of exposition, okay? A lot of setting stuff up. Both great books. This one's interesting because it's about a Reaper, doesn't know how she died, right? The Reapers are basically souls, dead souls, who have been recruited to then, ferry other dead souls to the afterlife. This one doesn't know where, how she died, which is revealed. And then also these souls aren't supposed to be able to be seen. And towards the end of the issue, she's actually seen by a living person. And so this is where the story's gonna lead off from, or start from, basically. So we have a lot of exposition setting up the world and the characters and how it all works. And now, boom, we're into the story after issue 1. So Grimm, definitely worth a pickup, as I almost dropped it. But luckily I didn't drop this one. I got this bad boy, The One Per Store, by Ben Johnson. Got it for a little bit less than $8. $8 on the tag, but if you got a pull, you get 20% off. Anyway, Ben Johnson, it's awesome. This is The One Per Store. There's also, they had the 1 in 25 Jenny Frison cover. Love Jenny Frison to death, but this cover just rocked that much more. Also, is listed cheaper, so I'll take The One Per Store any day. All right, we're switching gears, went into the big dogs. All right, no DC books this week except for that free comic book day book that I showed off, which was that Dark Crisis. All right, and guys, there's plenty of good DC stuff out there, but at some point I just have to make cuts and figure out what's worth picking up, what's not. And from DC, I'm just getting a lot of Detective and Batman, and then a couple of other things here and there that show up. But anyway, getting back to Marvel, we got Hulk versus Thor, Banner of War Part 1, the Alpha issue. This will be continued in Thor and Hulk. And I looked briefly at the list of the story arc, what parts were where, and I'm just gonna randomly throw out there. I don't remember, but it's probably an Omega. So you'll get the Alpha and Omega issues that'll cap end the storyline, and then you'll get a Hulk, a Thor, a Hulk, a Thor comic, kind of continuing on, the story. And if you look down here, I'll see if I can actually get on camera. It's the 60th anniversary of both Hulk and Thor. So that's cool. So that's probably why they did this. And it's a really good book. It's not just, if you're looking for just a straight old-fashioned fist fight, there's a little bit of that in here, but that's not completely what the story is. There is a little bit of mind games in here, a lot of jokes in here, and Hulk does one thing that's like, oh, damn. Even Thor's like, oh, how, why? So, a lot of good things happening. And also remember that Thor, Mjolnir, is now possessed, or the spirit of Odin is in Mjolnir. So there's a little extra, talking going on between Thor and his hammer. Also remember that the Hulk is basically a vehicle, and you have Bruce Banner and Betty in his mind, kind of controlling the Hulk. So there's a lot of other things going on in this book. A good start. I say it's really intelligent, really good, and there's some action in there. So I really liked Hulk versus Thor. So regardless of what you think of the Hulk series, a lot of people still on Thor. It's also a little steam, but still a great issue. A great series, not just an issue, great series by Thor. Hulk also is a pretty good read. Looks like I'm going to have to stick with the Hulk series, at least until this is over with. This is just a good old-fashioned, beast versus beast. May the best one win. Alright, last but not least, we have the Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood. I believe this is the Chris Bachalo cover. Or Bachalo cover. Anyway, Moon Knight #1, Black, White, and Blood. Really good issue, guys. I loved reading this. Some of these I liked, some of them I didn't. This one I really enjoyed. Moon Knight has really grown on me. I've never been a big fan of the Moon Knight series. I liked a lot of the Stinkavage stuff when he was doing the covers back when, but never really caught on with the newer Moon Knight. Now, I'm a big Moon Knight convert. Love the character. Love what's going on there. It's just such an intelligent character. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with him. Anyway, this is the last Moon Knight, the last avatar of Khonshu, if you will. Right there, making an appearance in this book. It's a story told, about this character, and it's just really good. There's a lot of hilarity. You get some appearances from Moon Knight, and Moon Knight. It is a Moon Knight book. From Deadpool and Spider-Man. You get a story told backwards, which was really confusing. I thought they just printed it wrong until I figured out what they did, and then I went and read it backwards, kind of manga style, from the end to the front. Just a really good book. So I recommend picking it up. And if you can't get this cover, you can get the Bill Sienkiewicz cover, #1, which is also a really dope cover. And I think that's going to be a big cover that people just get because it's a dope cover in the future. And this is a cover that people are going to get because you have a new first appearance of the character. So which one will maintain or hold value in the future remains to be seen. They both probably will. But anyway, comic fans, alright, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead, throw me a thumbs up, like the channel if you like the content, and comment down below. Alright, do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna get ready for next week's books. Peace!